A woman from Georgia, a one-time beauty pageant contestant and mother of three, is in jail tonight, accused of hiring a hitman to kill her husband. Yes, an actual hitman. Turns out that is not just the stuff of books and movies. Police say Lindsay Shiver made a deal with two men in the Bahamas to kill her estranged husband. Their alleged plot was discovered before anybody got hurt. Shiver and both men were arrested in the Bahamas for conspiring to commit murder, but it shows the idea of hiring a hitman is actually a thing that really exists. It's not just dramatic fiction and the stuff you see in the movies. And nobody knows that more than my guest now, Bob Ines, who knows full well that a lot of people are serious about contacting a hitman because he runs a website called, wait for it, rentahitman.com. All right, Bob, so you made this fake website as like a joke, and then you started to receive real inquiries? Is that how this went down?
It was actually registered for IT purposes, specializing in penetration testing and risk analysis, with hit being the key word. Over the years, it's transformed into what it is today, which is a parody website, basically a look at what a corporate hitman type website would look like, complete with its own HIPAA privacy disclaimer, service request form, and Easter eggs all over the page that would tell the common thinker that, hey, this is a joke.
Yeah. So, like, people actually reach out to you. Like, what do you do when someone contacts you and is like actually thinks that like they're going to get help killing someone?
So, we have a service request form where people can fill out in their own words as to what they want. Some people are just kind of joking around with the website. They'll put in a fictitious name and leave it at that. The ones that are more concerning are the ones that contain target information, address, name, social media accounts. Those are the ones that you kind of look at a lot more because somebody's obviously taken the time to put all that information in the form in the first place. So,
do you call the police ever?
So it depends. Quite frankly, when a request is received, I have to wait, typically about 24 hours before responding. And I'll ask two simple questions. Is this do you require our services? And would you like a free consultation from a field operative? If they answer no, then obviously that gets filed one way. But however, if they say yes and want their free consultation, then I'm all about customer service at that point.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So tell me about a couple of the recent cases. There was a person named Jasmine. What was that all about?
So Jasmine reached out to the website, and she basically provided information indicating that she wanted to have her 3-year-old son murdered. And not only that, but she also included a photo, the address of where the child would be located, and indicated basically a date when she wanted to have this done. So I knew that I had to act on this. This was no ordinary submission.
Yeah, thank goodness you did. I mean, you probably saved that kid's life. And what about, we only have about a minute left, but Josiah, what was the situation there?
Josiah was a Air National Guardsman in Tennessee that was looking for a side gig to help raise his family. He corresponded with the site for about a month before it was handed over to federal authorities, who ended up talking to him, and the rest of the story.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I can't believe that people actually, that woman would want to kill her kid. And I mean, it's awful but then I also just can't believe that they're so dumb that they would believe that this is like a real website.
Yeah, it's troubling. What's even more troubling is, we've had to cease our operations taking service submissions because our account with our web form provider, Jotform, has suspended our account. And in turn, they're holding our user data hostage and impeding my mission on the prevention of violence and saving innocent lives. And I honestly believe that their actions have also driven some users to potentially explore risky alternatives like the dark web, which would ultimately endanger additional lives.
Yeah, that is scary. And you were, in a sense, doing a public service. Well, we'll stay on it, Bob. Thank you for coming on the show tonight. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Brian.
Okay.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.